everyone, it's Dinah, and we are here to react to at least tonight to react to the first couple of trailers that have dropped as part of Super Bowl season and the trailers that come with it. I'm only doing two trailers tonight, and it turned into two because I was getting ready to load up the Flash one. And then the homepage showed a new Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 trailer drop too, so I'm going to be reacting to that after this too, so that'll be fun. But yeah, it's Super Bowl season. I almost forgot that the trailers were going to be a thing. I think like the entire the whole of last week, I knew that Super Bowl season, the Super Bowl was coming this weekend. But then I completely forgot that trailers are actually a big part of that too and everything. So yeah, I don't know what other trailers they might do with this, because I think that the Flash one, I think people kind of theorized that could be coming up, and then thought that maybe we might get a new Ant-Man trailer with that too. But then that comes out that comes out this week. That comes out on the 17th as well. So that's actually really close, and too close to release for a new trailer, I think. I completely forgot when this comes out. I just knew it was coming out and everything. I think even James Gunn did a video a while back kind of showcasing what his new kind of DC slate would look like, both movie and TV wise, and it looks pretty interesting. So I think they've got like a new Superman movie coming out, Superman Legacy, and then Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. That's a comic that's getting adapted and everything, and then they've got like some other kind of like team-based stuff coming. I think I only really watched the video once, and quite a few of the names that he actually mentioned were actually kind of unbeknownst to me. So very interested to see some new characters and new stories going to come up in his era and everything. So yeah, I think he's doing some series and some movies kind of in coordination with each other. So it looks interesting enough. So I'm interested to see exactly what comes up and how he kind of reboots the DCU into the DCU, and like it's not going to be the DC extended universe anymore. It's going to be the DC universe and everything. And I think this movie, after all the shit that's gone down with Ezra Miller and everything, I'm pretty sure. I think James Gunn actually even said himself pretty much the only reason this movie's happening is because they're going to use it as like an actual reboot and everything. Like whatever happens in this movie, like it's going to be like a kind of Flashpoint-esque type thing that like just reboots the entire universe and only keeps around like necessary elements and everything. So Peacemaker season 2 is coming, so that's going to be kept in, and then Waller is also going to be based on Viola Davis, Amanda Waller that we've seen throughout the DCEU already, so she's that's going to be maintained, and then other stuff is going to happen. I think Swamp Thing's coming back too. I think we had a Swamp Thing show already that only had like one season, so I don't know if that's going to be incorporated or if that's going to be like the same thing, or if that's going to be like a reboot of its own or anything. But I think some stuff are going to be movies, and then some stuff are going to be series as necessary. But I'm still really annoyed we're not going to get that Batgirl movie, and we're likely not going to get like the kind of same kind of Supergirl project with Sasha Calle as we were going to get. I think she's most likely still going to be in this, but then the chances of them actually going anywhere with her, because I think I'm pretty sure like she had a movie coming out that was in development and everything, but then even that was cancelled pretty early on too, so that's not going to happen either. So a lot of stuff that could be happening and personally I think should be happening won't be happening, and then other stuff that will be happening. So on the bright side, I think now we actually have someone kind of in charge who at least has some semblance of an actual plan and like an idea of what to do. And so whatever kind of DC universe kind of timeline or universe or storyline we get going forward, at least like the very least we can hope for is like a bit of actual continuity and consistency and something to keep up with and everything. Like what we've had so far has been fun to actually kind of consume and fun to kind of play around with. But I think now going forward, maybe it'll be something different and something newer and something fresh and everything. So I'm curious to see what they got in store and everything. And I think this, this movie's coming out and stuff. So I really don't know what else to say about that. I think it's no surprise to anyone that with all of Ezra Miller's kind of very, very criminal kind of antics across the population of Hawaii, the fact that this movie is coming out at all is the most kind of miracliest of miracles across the entire DC timeline, and everything. But again, if if this movie is what they say it's going to be, then it's going to be the reset that they need and everything. So Yeah. So yeah, I think, but with this movie too, I think we have Michael Keaton coming back as Batman. We have, I think we might have Ben Affleck coming back as his Batman for one last outing as well. So that could be fun. I think we have like two or three different versions of like Ezra Miller's Flash in this too, and Sasha Calle, of course, as Supergirl. So I guess I'm still curious as to what this movie might be, but even and especially besides from just a reset, but I think using this as a reset probably is like their last resort, because otherwise with all the shit that's gone down behind the scenes of this, then I don't really kind of see them coming up with any actual valid reasons to actually to actually release this or promote this or anything, because I think even in terms of promotion, I feel like in terms of promotion, besides from these trailers, I feel like they really haven't been talking about this at all or anything. So yeah, but either way, I'm still curious to see what's in store. So yeah, The Flash, the official trailer, second trailer for The Flash. Here it is. Let's go.
Tell me something. You can go anywhere.
Oh, that suit, yeah. That suit does look pretty cool.
Another timeline. Another universe.
That's Batman's cowl.
So why do you want to stay and fight to save this one?
Was that Supergirl or...
This is the world where my mom lives. I'm not gonna lose her again.
Yeah. So they are doing like Flashpoint.
Time has a pattern that it can't help reliving. Different people, different worlds, drawn to each other like magnets.
Oh, so this is the version of Barry that grew up in a universe where his mother lived and survived.
If you were to go into the
June
past,
16th. Wayne
you
Manor?
have no idea what the consequences can be.
Oh, shit.
You can also destroy everything.
Batfleck. Zod. Man of Steel.
Completely broke the universe.
So we're going back to the beginning then? We're going all the way back to the beginning?
We've been waiting for you.
I created a world with no metahumans.
No metahumans.
And now there's no one to defend us.
Superman's not a metahuman. I think Flash and Aquaman would be.
Oh. You are?
Yeah. I'm Batman.
Oh, he said. I was waiting to see. Would he say it? Would he really say it? He did say it. Oh, we're gonna get an actual fight scene with him too? Damn. Okay. Oh, the Batmobile. That was the Batbike.
If I can't undo what I did, if I can't get back,
shit. Oh, that's
might
cool.
not be a future.
Oh, so he even fights Zod, really? Sasha? Oh.
What's the play? Batman, what do we do?
Please give me
Try not to die.
as much as Sasha Calle Supergirl, please. Oh, that's her. Oh, she's gonna be so good. She is so good. Oh, she's amazing.
It's not Clark.
My name is Kara.
I'm we're Barry.
Kara Zor-El, come to me, please. Oh, look at her.
Barry, what are you doing? Our kids are gonna want to see this.
Breaking the sound barrier. Yes. Oh, okay. 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 That was a pretty good trailer. That was a pretty good trailer. I can't lie. We had we had Michael Keaton's actual Batman too, and it wasn't even, it was so solid yet so passive too. Like it wasn't like a really kind of intimidating or gruff like Batman or anything like that in the movie, but it was just like just the most kind of solid yet kind of passive kind of confirmation he could have given as like him being Michael Keaton under that cowl and back again as Batman. So that was really cool. So seeing him back, I think it was like a little blinking cut up kind of shots of like a fight sequence there too. I don't know why like that fight shot gave me like Arkham vibes too, like him swooping down and flying back up and then just like pounding an enemy as well. Like it gave me like kind of eerie kind of Arkham vibes, Arkham game vibes and everything. So If they take inspiration from that, then no complaints from me, none at all in the slightest. So that would be cool. See, when we had Batfleck back too, we had Ben Affleck back as Bruce. I don't know if he was the Batman on the bike, because I think, did he ever have a bike? I don't think he ever used the bike in the movie. I think the bike reminded me more of the Dark Knight than anything else. I think he had a bike in the Dark Knight and everything, that like the wheels could like flip over as well as turn and everything. So like the bike slightly reminded me of the one from the Dark Knight, but I don't know if that's the one they're using. But I think there might have been a shot of the Batmobile. I'm not too sure. Because I mean, if we have Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton, then both of them could use individual kind of vehicles. Like one of them could use the Batmobile, and another one could use the bike. To be a bit more kind of versatile through the streets or something. So either way, we have both of those Batmen back and everything. So that's cool. So I think again, this being the multiversal kind of movie that it is, it's going to be Michael Keaton's Batman from his actual universe and everything, so that will be cool. So yeah, there were a lot of different shots, like this one of Zod's face on the screen, and like the world engine terraforming Metropolis and everything, and even shots of like Zod coming to Earth in his ship and everything. So yeah, I mean that's just most like clearly and logically like stuff straight back from Man of Steel. So I think if they're going that far back to show like I mean, because I think they're exploring Flashpoint in this. I think the Flashpoint that they seem to be exploring is one where like things are different from the beginning in this other timeline, where it's like, you know, he claims that he never could this is a world without any metahumans at all, because that's the kind of effect that Flashpoint kind of has on this and everything. So at least this is going to be their iteration of what Flashpoint does. I think don't know exactly what Flashpoint does in the comics or even in the original kind of animated movie. They did, because I think the starting point is always him going back and saving his mother. I think at least because I think that's at least how they did it in the TV show as well. But what the actual kind of cause, what the actual kind of after effect is on like the kind of timelines and everything, I'm not entirely kind of sure like what the canon one might be or what the original one might be. But in this one at least, I think he did have a line saying that there's no more metahumans. I think but I think like Superman was never I mean we have Supergirl, so then that shows that there was never metahuman. But then I think maybe then it's like a case of like Superman isn't the Kryptonian on this Earth. Maybe it's actually Kara and everything. So maybe in like a Flashpoint timeline, maybe then Kara then Supergirl is the kind of last kind of daughter of Krypton, instead of Calle being the last son. So maybe Zod's here for her this time. So who knows? But I mean, we get Sasha Calle as Supergirl, so I'm just really not fucking complaining. You know what I mean? We get Sasha Calle as Supergirl when we should be getting Sasha Calle as Supergirl and Leslie Gordon as Batgirl. But you know what? Our timeline is only willing to grant us one. So yeah, I'll at this point I feel like I have no choice but to settle for what we can get. So in the TV show, he lived in that alternate universe. He imprisoned Reverse Flash, and then he actually lived in the new Flashpoint universe as himself and everything. And he still had the speed and everything as well. He was still a speedster. But with this one, it seems like he's working as himself, but then he's also working with the other version of himself from the new timeline where his mother supposedly lived. And I think in that one, I think in that one he is the Flash as well. So there is that, because that Flash also has a suit and everything. So don't know if they actually changed what the reason was for him being struck by lightning in the TV show. Like in the TV show, he was actually struck by lightning in the crime lab and everything, and that turned him into Flash. But then I don't know if that's exactly how it went down in the comic book. So one thing I do know is that he then there's like a point in the comics where he then actually kind of travels fast enough to be able to go back in time and transform into the very bolt of lightning that gave him his powers in the first place. So don't know if that's something they're going to explore here. Maybe in an effort to reboot the universe, maybe they can actually have him create like a whole new Flash and then probably recast him further down the line or something. So I don't know, but either way, he's working with an AU version of himself, so that's cool. I do kind of wonder maybe if like this movie would because I think Man of Steel is the only one represented here, but I think it would be interesting if they at least tried, and especially like this being like a time travel sort of thing, like if they tried actually going down the events of the DCEU. So then maybe like, especially with Ben Affleck's Bruce and Batman involved too. Like maybe if they travel down the timeline too, like seeing how this new Flashpoint impacts the maybe not each and every movie that's actually been done in this, but then all the movies which have actually which would relevantly be impacted by this kind of decision. So then they've already kind of clarified that by creating Flashpoint Barry, then created like a timeline or like a universe without any metahumans. So then those kind of relevant allies are kind of gone. So maybe Superman was here, but then Superman is now gone, and now Supergirl has taken up his place as like the kind of only other kind of Kryptonian protector of the world. Or maybe then from the beginning, like Calle never survived the destruction of Krypton, so then Supergirl was put in his place instead, and she's the only one who survived. So there's that, and then maybe Aquaman's gone, maybe like Wonder Woman's gone too. I think because there were like a few other shots of like him kind of holding kind of like so someone's hand, and then like just other kind of just other evidence of like people having died and stuff. So there was that. Maybe if all those characters are dead, and then now we only have Barry 1 and Barry 2, and then Supergirl and the 2 Batmen and everything. So we only have those 5. So I don't know, maybe. So then in this new timeline, these are the only allies that Barry then has to actually kind of help defeat the threats of this new timeline first, and then maybe actually try and go back and undo the damage he's done. But then I think maybe then by undoing it, he then actually resets the universe, and that will be the only other path forward. Because then, because I think it does remind me of what Jay Garrick said to Barry in the TV show too, like being like once you break something, no matter how much you try and go back and fix it and try and put it back together, it will never truly be the same. Like the cracks that you originally put there will always still be there in some shape or form, no matter how big they are. No matter how far you go back, no matter how much you go back, and no matter how much effort you put into trying to rectify these mistakes, then something will always be different. So that I think because of that, even then Barry might see the only option forward is to actually reset everything and to create like a whole new thing with only kind of working aspects and like other kind of or at least in James Gunn's eyes, maybe like actual working elements kind of staying in and staying present going forward. So yeah, so then I think it kind of like from their side, probably from like a business angle and like a storytelling angle, and like from James Gunn's angle too, maybe then only actual kind of that way only some kind of things would go forward and other things would have to be kind of left behind and everything. So yeah, seems like an interesting enough kind of story in that sense. And I think at this point a reset would be like the best way to actually kind of work that kind of reset into the form and actually help kickstart whatever's coming after this too. Because I think Shazam! Fury of the Gods too, I think that might have to just kind of be its own thing, like maybe since you can see, because then even that one had like Easter eggs from like other stuff like from Man of Steel and Batman and everything, like the Batarang being there and the Superman kind of thing in the news being there and everything. But then even then, that didn't really kind of like even bother to really kind of connect into the other movies too much, or without there being those actual kind of visual references and actual Easter eggs and everything. Like besides from that, it pretty much focused on being its own thing and having its own lore and everything. I think Fury of the Gods might just do the same thing. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens going forward. But me, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be enjoying Ben Affleck's Batman and any kind of past kind of callbacks that they have in this, and I'm gonna be enjoying and consuming every last crumb of Sasha Calle as Supergirl I can possibly find in this movie. I think at this point, that is one of the things I'm most looking forward to, especially given how much of her as Supergirl we won't have going forward in the future DCEU. So yeah, like her suit, if I can find it, her suit looks amazing. Her heat vision as well, she's going to be using her heat vision, so that's going to look great. Like her suit just looks fantastic, and even when she's flying, like her cape looks great too, and like her hair flowing in the wind. I think she's gonna look great. She's gonna be great. She's gonna just fucking nail this and rock, and even her strength on full display when she's like taking out these guards and everything. Just, it's incredible. She's gonna be incredible. So it still looks like a pretty fun watch and everything. So I'm very curious to see how how this movie kind of stands on its own, and what kind of different things it incorporates, and how it kind of pulls everything off like to be its own movie as well. But then also seeing how it operates as somewhat of a reset to what's coming. So and yeah, that is pretty much it. So thank you all so much for being here and for watching this video and everything. If you guys enjoyed it, then feel free to leave a like and comment on your thoughts on the trailer and what you're looking forward to and stuff. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So until the next time, bye bye for now.